The IRS just sent me a letter saying they're going to start calling my family and business associates in 45 days if I don't respond. My heart stopped when I opened that envelope. In this video, I'm going to share the exact steps you need to take if you've fallen behind on filing your tax returns and the IRS is starting to escalate collection actions. As a tax resolution firm who's helped hundreds of business owners resolve their IRS issues, I've seen firsthand how terrifying this situation can be. But most importantly, I know exactly what you need to do to protect yourself and your business. Let me share a story about a client. We'll call her Juliet, who came to us after not filing her tax returns for nearly 8 years. Her business had grown from $300,000 to almost $1 million in annual revenue, but she was paralyzed with fear every time she checked her mail. She had already been through one audit that left her with a significant tax bill, and then life threw her some curveballs that caused her to fall behind on filing her taxes. Sound familiar? Whether you've missed a few years of filing or you're dealing with unfiled returns from a decade ago, I'm going to show you the exact steps to take to get back into compliance and protect your assets. But first, let me show you what happens if you ignore these IRS notices, because what most people don't realize is that the consequences of inaction are far worse than facing the problem head on. Now, let's break down 3 critical mistakes business owners make when dealing with unfiled returns. Mistake number 1, trying to handle it alone. Let me tell you what happened when Juliet tried to handle her taxes alone through TurboTax. She ended up getting audited and owing a significant amount because she didn't understand all the deductions and documentation requirements for her and her business. This is a pattern I see repeatedly. Business owners thinking they can handle complex tax situations themselves to save money, only to end up owing far more in the long run. The reality is, when you're dealing with multiple years of unfiled tax returns, you need a strategic approach that only comes from experience with the IRS system. It's not just about filing the returns. It's about understanding how to position yourself for the best possible outcome. Mistake number 2, mixing personal and business finances. This is a huge red flag for the IRS and makes resolving tax issues much more complicated. In Juliet's case, she was running all her personal and business expenses through one account. This made it nearly impossible to properly track business expenses and led to missed deductions and increased scrutiny during her audit. Here's what you need to know. The IRS looks very closely at business owners who mix personal and business finances. It can lead to denied business deductions, personal liability for business taxes, increased audit risk, and higher penalties and interest. Mistake number 3, waiting until the IRS takes action. The IRS has dramatically increased enforcement actions in 2025, with a particular focus on small businesses. When you wait until they take action, you lose leverage in negotiations and face far more severe consequences. Let me show you what happens when the IRS starts escalating collection actions. 1, they can file substitute returns without your deductions. 2, they can place liens on your property. And 3, they can levy your bank accounts. 4, they can contact your clients and business associates. And 5, they can even seize your business assets. But here's the good news. There's a proven system to get back into compliance and protect yourself from these consequences. Let me walk you through the 4-step recovery plan. Step 1, get professional representation immediately. The moment you receive an IRS notice about unfiled tax returns, you need to get professional representation. This isn't just about having someone prepare your tax returns. You need a tax resolution specialist who understands IRS collection procedures, negotiation strategies, asset protection, and penalty abatement opportunities. Step 2, gather your financial documentation. Step 3, file protective claims. This is a crucial step that most people miss. Before you file those old returns, you need to understand your rights and protect yourself from excessive penalties. A protective claim can preserve your right to refunds, protect you from certain penalties, and give you more negotiation leverage. Step 4, strategic negotiation. This is where having professional representation really pays off. There are multiple programs available to resolve your tax debt, such as installment agreements, offer in compromise, currently non-collectible status, and possibly penalty abatement. Remember Juliet? Using this exact system, we were able to get all her returns filed properly, negotiate an affordable payment plan, reduce her penalties, and protect her business from IRS collection actions. Here's the bottom line. If you've fallen behind on filing your tax returns, you're not alone. The key is to take action before the IRS forces your hand. The longer you wait, the fewer options you'll have and the more it will cost you. Now, let me be clear, this isn't about avoiding your tax obligations. It's about resolving them in the most strategic way possible to protect your business and your future. The IRS isn't interested in putting you out of business. They just want to get you back into compliance. If you're ready to stop living in fear of the IRS and get this resolved once and for all, watch my next video where I break down exactly how to negotiate with the IRS once you file those old tax returns. You'll learn the exact scripts to use and the common mistakes to avoid. Remember, the IRS is ramping up enforcement in 2025. Don't wait until they're calling your family and your business associates. Take control of the situation now while you still have options.